Welcome to episode 24 of Should We Have Watched That?
I'm Saraya.
And I'm Amanda.
And we went and saw something that we were really excited about because it had been talked up so bloody much. Berniedieter's Club Kabarett. Kabarett.
This is a part of the cabaret and variety / circus genre.
On the Perth Fringe
World website. Presented by Velvic. Tickets are quite pricey, guys.
However, this is a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
And I think, because we went with a friend and they were talking about how, like, I mentioned how much the ticket was. And then I said, but if you consider, if it was an hour show, it's $34, I think, for the cheaper seats. And
we've discussed insurance and stuff previously before with these shows as well, which is very expensive. So I think ticket prices match what you get. If anything, I think 65 is pretty cheap.
Yeah.
For this show. I
agree. You get so much. It's such high quality entertainment.
So it is $65 to $120 for a ticket.
And that ranges again from
standard pricing up to
cabaret tables.
Yeah.
So there's also an A reserve and a premium ticket mixed into that. So we had the premium tickets and we liked them. I would have loved to be in A reserve, but that wasn't where we were. That's okay.
Yeah. It was an incredible show. I was enthralled throughout the whole thing. I kind of just wanted more. I thought 2 hours went by really quickly. I wish there almost wasn't an intermission because I just wanted to watch more.
Yeah, that's true. They did have an interval to...
bathroom break.
Yeah, and to get more drinks, that kind of thing. I think it went for about 10-15 minutes. But yeah, I agree. I was just wanting to hang around more. But I suppose, like... we don't know what they needed to get prepped for the next part of their show, because it wouldn't have just been a costume change because they did many of those during the sets.
Yeah, well, I think the girl Bella Circus, that's her handle on Instagram. I think she had to prepare her hair for.
That's true.
So that was a completely different hair look.
Yeah.
Which she had to prepare so that she was going to be able to be suspended appropriately and safely, I imagine.
Yeah. I wonder how, does she do that on her own? Is there a team that...
Surely.
Who knows?
This was incredible. I think it was such a great experience walking in because you were greeted by a live band.
Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible. It was just a trio, a drummer, a double bass... Ist? Double bassist. And a guitarist?
Yeah. Just jamming, just having a good time,
Yeah. They were phenomenal.
We were just obsessed with the drummer. She was just, I don't know why, but she was so watchable.
Yeah.
And they're not the main event.
No.
But they were just out there having a jam. And they were just great.
And I thought that they were gonna... That was it. Because I also didn't know what... We both haven't been to a berniedieter show. We knew that this was a headliner for Fringe, and we had very high expectations because everyone that we spoke to had mentioned that this was top tier Fringe.
Yeah.
Considering that they are also a highlighter show. But I didn't know what to expect other than, that there was going to be circus tricks and maybe a contortionist or maybe, an aerialist from what we have seen previously.
Yeah.
But to be greeted with a live band to begin with, just to get people seated, was so nice.
Yeah.
And to be able to physically watch them instead of just music in the background was encapsulating as well. And then they became a part of Bernie's... they
were Bernie's band.
Yeah, they were Bernie's band.
And also when people were still mulling, coming in and sitting down and stuff, the rest of the cast, apart from Bernie, they were out and they were chatting and they were making fun of each other and walking up and down the aisles. It wasn't the show started. The show literally started when you walked in to take your seats because we already had a live band and we already had the cast out and about.
Which was nice. They just started interacting with the audience and they were giggling and interacting with each other as well as us. And I felt engaged as soon as we got into the venue.
Yeah.
Which was so nice. Bernie's voice is
Oh my god.
fucking incredible.
Warm honey on a hot day, but also like cool tea on a hot day. Like,
but also like sultry and raunchy and raw.
yeah.
Oh, it was stunning. And I loved how she was interacting with the audience at the beginning.
Yep.
She was she got like 3 men to start petting her.
Yeah.
And it was just hilarious. Like, I was just so engrossed from beginning to end.
I think that was a really clever way to get the audience, like, to get the audience on side.
Yes.
Very early on. Because she had only just started singing part of her first song, right? And then cut off, and the band kept going in, like, the little, like, jivey kind of way that they did, while she, you know, just conversed with us and made us feel comfortable at home while she was being petted.
It's so funny. And she was just calling them by different names, like Funky
Man
Shirt, Man Bun, and what was the other guys? Oh, Little Mustache. little Stash or something. It was just so funny, and I just really enjoyed this. I guess I'm not really surprised. I knew we had high expectations.
Yeah, but it's quite... Sometimes... Actually, most of the time when I have high expectations going in to see a film or a show, I'm usually really disappointed.
Yeah.
Wasn't for Bernie.
No.
I think I just really wasn't expecting her voice and her, like, showmanship.
Mm-hmm.
She knew how to work the room. She walked up and down the aisles. She wasn't just on stage. The lights followed her around. She was enigmatic.
Mm-hmm.
And what's another word that I want to use for her? I don't know.
Yeah, everybody I thought was great. It was very high production value as well, so I think it was very worth this. I mean, the cheapest tickets are $65. It's so worth that.
It sure is.
Costumes, lighting, the band, the acts, the performers.
The skills, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was all incredible and very well thought out from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I was just a bit greedy, and I didn't really think that I needed the interval because I just wanted to see more, I think.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. I feel like that's covered a lot,
It has,
to be honest.
If we want to say within concept, we can just say what acts we had. So we had an aerialist on what are they called? Ribbons? No. Silk aerialists.
Yeah.
We had a trapeze artist. We had a fire breather, and what else did she do? Oh, and
Contortionist.
Hair.
Bella.
Yeah.
She was like being suspended by her hair. Like it was
Imagine
mad.
a trapeze, but instead of having a bar to hold on to, it's your hair.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be really good for my back.
Meanwhile, while we were in the seats, Amanda was like, I'm getting a wry neck just looking at it.
Actually. No.
But the contortionist and then a pole dancer. I loved the pole dancer was male presenting. I thought that, like, every other pole dancer that we've seen in the Fringe show, which has been a couple, they've been female, and it's nice seeing other genders represented on the pole, because it's like, I know a lot of moves on the pole are not particularly they're not as easy to do for women as they are for men, just because of like how bodies are built differently. And he was able to do ones that we hadn't seen yet.
We had the balloon girl.
Oh yes.
I don't know what they're called.
Balloon dancer.
Balloon dancer. And also oh my god, he was beautiful. The bald guy who did the headstands in the
trapeze.
Is that what it's?
Yeah.
Oh. But it was like a specialised...
It had a headpiece.
Head moment. Which was...
He was upside down.
Ridiculous.
On the trapeze.
Like, ridiculous.
Insane.
Absolutely insane. What... stunning, also. Like, the red wig, I thought was just beautiful.
So this man had it was a fake mustache drawn on, right? Yeah, he had a fake mustache drawn on, wearing a bubblegum pink wig that was short and curly.
I thought it was red.
And he was stunning.
Yeah. Like, I was kind of like, God damn.
Like, that's just unfair.
Yeah.
You can put those two together and you look that good?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Like, snap, seriously, like, I was stunned.
And we were both a little bit disappointed when he changed wigs for the second second act.
Yeah. But incredibly impressed by his act.
Yes, also.
Holy moly.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. But yeah, you're saying concept?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to mention, like, what was within the show.
Yes.
Which I think we've done now. But I do want to talk very briefly about the contortionist, because we've seen a couple of circus shows since the beginning of Fringe, and we have seen a contortionist before.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they kind of lost the audience, the other contortionist. However, Bernie's, she was having so much fun in making us uncomfortable.
She was laughing at us and like smirking at us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think her choreography was really clever. I think that she utilized how she put it together, like almost like a set list. Like, you had your big number later on, or you have like a bigger hit every so often. Mm-hmm. That's what she did. His
pacing was really done well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have just like this vivid image of her doing that thing where she's got
walking around herself.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right. I was like,
if that sounds weird, it is.
It was absolutely mad. Like, I think a lot of this show as well, a lot of the audience, I just felt like it wasn't getting as much applause as it probably should have, and I think we discussed that as well, but I think it was genuinely because everyone was gawking.
Yeah, which I think it happens quite a lot in circus shows.
Yeah.
Again, we were trying our best to be hype girls, but even we sometimes, like, the first time the trapezist went upside down, I think we couldn't whoop, because we were just
John was on the floor.
Yeah.
Literally. Same with the Bella, when she got suspended by her hair, I was just like, how?
Yeah.
And then she was just swinging back and forth, like, above the crowd. Same as the aerialist.
Yeah.
Also with the hula hoop. Like, oh my god, it was just ridiculous. Like, the hula hooping while he was on his head and swinging. Like, I was like, this is, like, I'm sorry. I can't even hold a tree pose sometimes in yoga. And yet this man is on his head. Upside down. Swinging hula hoops.
That weren't in time with each other.
No. I just don't get it. But I'm incredibly impressed.
Yeah, he was very, 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 very... I mean, they were all really good.
Yeah.
We've talked about lighting to an extent. There was a beautiful moment where Bernie was singing... Oh, I looked up this song. I know that Radiohead has done a cover of it. I was hoping that Bernie had released a cover of it because it was beautiful.
This is the finale, yeah?
No... So that one is on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Her drinking song.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking of is when she was sat down on the corner of the stage and she had that beautiful, like...
stream of light.
Yeah, coming onto it. That was... her voice during that, the lighting during that, beautiful.
It was incredible. It almost felt like it was like moonlight.
Yes.
Reflecting on her.
Yeah.
It was just such a beautiful, polished show from beginning to end. Honestly, I can't critique it at all, other than the fact that I just wish that there was an intermission. But that's on me for being greedy, because I just wanted to see more.
The only thing that I didn't particularly get was the bubble act.
Oh yeah.
Like I wasn't expecting the ending. That's fine. That it's a little bit extra. That's fine. But I did like it. It was like compared to the other acts, I think I was just like they were so elevated, and in comparison, I don't know, it wasn't as big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it was still fun to have though.
Yeah. I mean, I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah, me neither. Because I think it was like refreshing to see something different, but I think for like at least for me, it wasn't as impressive as these other acts.
Yes. Although I did wonder, like, even as we were watching it, I was like, I bet you this is a old school cabaret act. And when I was doing the research to find out what the hell it was called, it's from the 1930s. That makes more sense. And I feel like that would have been a really well-loved act in the 1930s.
Kind of going back to tradition. That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Well, favourite moment? Gosh.
I can't get that song out of my head despite not remembering the lyrics, or at least like I have that picture in my head of Bernie on the side of the stage singing that song.
With that spotlight.
With that spotlight. Yeah. It was soulful, and it was a slower moment in the show, and it was heartfelt, and like it was just gorgeous. And is that also when she did the hair reveal? Oh, the hair reveal was an amazing moment.
I don't know.
Whenever she did that, that's also a favourite moment.
Yeah, you love a little hair reveal moment, don't you?
What else has a bit?
Tim Burton
yeah. Well, I super wasn't expecting it for
Willy Wonka.
No, for Bernie. I thought Bernie's hair was her hair.
Yeah, me too, actually. But I loved the platinum.
Yeah, she looked great.
Yeah, and Bernie is actually German.
Compared to the person that we saw before her, Hans. They're in the same space too.
Oh gosh, it's hard to pick, honestly.
I feel that.
I think it was just because I had never seen anything like this. It was definitely the Bella who was suspended by her hair. Mm-hmm. I was so impressed by that, and it was something that, again, like I've just never seen before, that I was just in absolute awe by her performance. I also thought the aerialist, like, I'm such a fiend for an aerialist, like,
that's so fair. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And I liked the way that they were just interacting with the audience, to be honest. I thought that was very witty, but also heartfelt and heartwarming, but just hilarious. So that's not really a favourite moment. That's a favourite moments, plural.
I think it's kind of better that we cannot choose a favourite moment.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's absolutely worth going to see this show. And I'm so glad that we saw it.
Me too.
Absolutely incredible from start to finish. Genuinely. 3 words.
Okay. So we pre-wrote our 3 words, and I wrote incredible. I'm going to change it to impressive because
nice.
I was breathtaking and creative. Those are my 3.
I would say enthralling, addictive, because I just wanted more.
Yeah.
And top-tier. 1 word.
Top-tier. Top tier.
Top-tier. Top-tier Fringe.
Should we have watched that then?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Honestly, I would go see it again.
Me too. It was beautiful. Like because it's a spectacle, but it's a gorgeous spectacle.
Mm-hmm. And it was just very, like, I was saying this to Sass, I don't know if censorious is a word, but like my
sensories were in overdrive.
Yeah, like I was just
senses. Yeah.
Sensories in overdrive. I was just, I was loving it. Her voice, visually, it was incredible. Just everything about it, like it was magnetic.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. So that kind of wraps up today's episode of Berniedieter's Club Kabarett.
We are seeing something new. We're seeing burlesque, another burlesque. We've been mad on the burlesques.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that one in the next one. I've been Saraya.
And I'm Amanda. Bye-bye.
Bye.